Eso sí. Okay, so vamos a empezar. Let's see. I'm gonna just yeah, this will work. Más o menos. Okay. So let's just take a second to uh take some weight into your left foot, lift the right foot, maybe just leave the toes down, and then drop the hip in. When you drop that hip bone in with the toes up, you should feel esta parte de la pierna, de los muslos aquí, on the opposite leg. So let's try that here on the other side. So you're going to feel inner thigh, estos músculos, también los glúteos, as you lift that foot up. And we're going to try to keep the hip bones balanced. In fact, let's do a little exercise here. So set that foot down, dedo, planta, talón, toe ball, heel. Now actively lift the hip up and then drop the hip down when you start to feel the inner thigh, outer hip. Una pausa. Take a pause. And then I just want you to dedo, talón, dedo, talón. Go toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel, afuera. Good. So now toe ball, heel, and then from here, dedo, talón, dedo, talón. So I want you to stay really awake and alert to your supporting muscles, los músculos que están apoyándote mientras estás haciendo este movimiento while you're doing this movement. Good. So now take your 2 feet down, and then I want you to move the thighs back. When you find the edge of your movement, curl your tailbone under and lift. So estamos ondulando. You're creating a little undulation through the spine. And this is sort of, when I'm in the airport, which has been years, hace muchos años que estar en el aeropuerto, but you can move your low back that way. So thighs move back. Once you get to that place, you can't really reach them any further back. Pull your belly button in, ondulamos, and you'll start to actively feel the S curve. Now, as you do this, keep your hands at your hips or somewhere on your pelvis. So that's going to help you engage your latissimus and keep your upper spine a little bit more upright while you're working here. So let's see if we can go the reverse. So lead with the tailbone and then pull up. Lead with the tailbone back, pull the belly up. And this is again activating your músculos en los abdominales para apoyar la columna. So you're using those abdominal muscles to support your spine. Muy bien, take a little pause. I'm going right hand to my shoulder, and I just want you to feel circulamos. And while you're circling, haciendo un círculo con el húmero derecho, when you're making a circle here with your right humerus bone, feel that the rest of the body stays stable. A little pause. Take your elbow out and your ear towards your hombro puesto. Muy bien. Desde aquí cambiamos, changing sides. So now you're going to just let circula, haciendo círculos con este hombro. Good. Por el hombro. Good. Change the direction. Cambiando. And really feel where is there connectivity through the rest of the body. And then your cabeza afuera. Muy bien. Let's take your 2 arms out. Arms move arriba. And again, connect to that sense of your lower belly. Scooping in al centro. Good. And letting the arms just float. Flota, flota, flota. Good. Let's reverse the direction. Feel that panza. Tu espalda baja. The connection from your belly to your low back. Muy bien. Now let's pause with the arms in the air. Take a little doblamos, una dirección, y doblamos otra dirección. So you're going to let your side stretch. Good. When we move to one side, this is a small bend in the knees. Good. Let's pause with 2 arms on top. Take your thumbs, your dedos, de pulgares juntos. Take the arms up and then the heels. So we're going to go codos afuera, talones arriba. Codos afuera, talones arriba. Good. Try one more time here. Hold. The baby is awake in the other room. Good. Take your brazos afuera. Roll your pulgares abajo and then atrás. Abajo, atrás, abajo, atrás, abajo, atrás. Keep the palms facing up. Take your vista, your gaze to your pulgar derecho, to your right thumb, and then to your pulgar izquierdo. Muy bien, let's take your heels down, palms together. Inhale, stretch, find Tadasana. So stretch estiramos los dedos, stretch your toes. Reach out to the balls of the feet, por los plantas del pie, so you're going to make them wide. Feel that weight ground in your talones and your heels. Good, so the legs become active, and then your ombligo adentro, and then we're going to cruzar. You're going to take your codo apuesto hacia tu muslo. Codo apuesto hacia tu muslo. Good, codo apuesto hacia tu muslo. So when we're twisting here, we feel that la panza, your belly is very active. Estirando arriba and then abajo. Good. Now all the way up. Let's interlace the fingers. Stretch. Reach out for a moment. And if your hands come to your toes, feel your dedo gordos. You're going to feel that big toe alcanzando, reaching, anchored in the floor there. And then we're going to inhale, stretch all of that up. Open your open your feet and your arms wide. Reach out and then reach. Alcanzamos. So you can pull one codo in as you reach the other codo out. Opposite leg lifts while you are alcanzando por los brazos. Good. Just feeling that push off from the floor. Out and in. Out and in. Fuera. Adentro. Afuera. Adentro. Muy bien. Good. Inhale. So now thighs move back. Arms out. Brazos afuera. Good. Exhale. Push and up. Pushing and up. Afuera. Adentro. Good. 3. Exhale. Reaching 2. Exhale. 1. Good. One arm adelante, otro atrás. Good. Making little circles. Un brazo adelante, otro brazo atrás. 3, 2, 1. Manos aquí. Stretching down. Take opposite shoulder hacia tu rodilla. Arriba. Opposite shoulder hacia tu rodilla. Opposite shoulder. Y arriba. Opposite shoulder. Y arriba. 2 brazos afuera. And then we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Estirando arriba. And then opposite hand hacia tu tobillo. Take opposite hand to ankle now. Arriba y atrás. Arriba y atrás. So again, this connection is about the belly. Bueno, apoyándote, helping you connect. Good. Apoyando la espalda. Beautiful. So now, 2 brazos arriba. Let's conectar los pulgares, and you're going to do a big circle and then up. So focus on anchoring your legs, your feet to the floor when you are pulling the spine up. Going back to the right, push through the feet, find the weight of the body up. So you're really building a relationship where gravity strengthens the muscles. Good. Let's take a pause. Take your pulgares, your dedos afuera and your talones adentro. And I just want you to right, left, talón, 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 derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda, derecha, izquierda. Good. Ahora doblamos y arriba. So the arms come up. Let the backs of the hands come towards each other. Let the fingertips connect on bottom. Good. So we'll come. And just that little bit of precision is going to help you find movimiento más preciso, more precise in the rest of your movement. Good. 3, Just push through the feet. So remember, every time right before you lift, ground your weight through the feet. Dos, uno. Can you pause here? And then one elbow down. Y otro lado. So again, you're feeling los obliques. You're feeling the obliques connecting you. Mientras bajamos, estiramos. Arriba y abajo. A la izquierda, a la derecha. Muy bien. Take your two arms all the way up for a moment. Now let the palms come down and your talones arriba. Tres más. Brazos arriba, talones abajo, y al revés. And then reverse that with an exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhaling up. Good. Chin over your right shoulder. Over la izquierda. And now chin to the right. Arm to the left here. And now brazo afuera. Good. Now dos brazos afuera y adentro, afuera y adentro. Empujamos por los pies. You push through the feet. And then I'm turning my weight hacia la derecha. So I've turned my body to the right. And I'm coming adelante, atrás, adelante, atrás, adelante. Really feeling the weight of my body guided, held by my feet. Okay, so just connect for a moment. Maybe slowing your movement down. And let's pause with that right foot down. Bend and straighten the knee. As you do, hug the back thigh into the body through your hip. And stretch your left heel away from you. Good. So now we're going to add on stretch forward and take your right arm back. Inhale and switch. Inhale and switch. Inhale and switch. Inhale and switch. And switch. Inhale. So pause with your right arm back and then flick through your wrists, your right and left. So you're just pulling your fingertips back towards the body. Good. 2 and 1. Good. Inhale. Now take your two arms all the way up. Pinkies, pulgares, juntos. Take your thumbs, your pinkies together. Your gaze up. Muy bien. And now from here, let's just pivot through the feet. And vamos a hacerlo otro lado. So I'm adding my arms here. Really feeling that the chest opens while I move my weight adelante y atrás, adelante y atrás, adelante y atrás, adelante y atrás, adelante, atrás, adelante, atrás. Good. Dos más. Good. So now let's pause and set that left foot down. Take your hands to the hip for a moment. Doblamos, estiramos. So again, feel that head to tail relationship. La relación entre la cabeza y cóccix. Good. Push through the foot to volver. Push to the foot. Good. So now we're going to reach the arms forward and then stretch back up. Estiramos, atrás. Estiramos, atrás. Estiramos. Good. So just connecting your right and left side, the top body, the bottom body. Súper bien. Good. So now we're going to pause with your brazo izquierdo atrás. And then once again, scoop through your wrists. Okay. So you reach down and up. Reaching down and up, keeping your head long so there's a lot of energy out the top of the head. 2 and 1. Good. Brazos en el aire, fingertips up. Meñiques, segundos, medios, pulgares, índices. They all come together. And then from here, we're going to turn that in and just scissor your 2 feet. Good. So now, take your left toes underneath you for a moment. And your arms. So instead of letting the spine fall forward, open the chest and move the arms back. Take a hand to the foot and just stretch. Dando este movimiento 5 respiraciones. 2 brazos en el aire. Foot down and in. Vamos a intentarlo otro lado. Try it on the other side. So dedos del pie abajo. And then take a second. So just notice your chest. Abriendo el pecho. Brazos aquí en tu lado. Mano aquí. Brazo aquí. Good. 2 brazos en el aire. Muy bien. Y abajo. Good. So now I'm going to take a big step to the right side of my mat. Voy a ajustar un ratito. I'm just going to adjust a couple of things para que pueda verme mejor. Muy bien. Y ahora, let's try this. Okay. So now from here, I'm going to take just my fingertips to my low back, move my low back back con la aja, and then pull the belly in and up para apoyarte. Good. So you should just feel a little stretch. Good. So now from here, inhale, take 2 brazos arriba, and now 2 hands to your muslo derecho, 2 hands to the right thigh. Lift your left heel ball toe, and then pick it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, find yourself standing. And then see if you can come right back down. Set the hands down, set the foot down. Take a breath. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, 2 manos hacia tu muslo izquierdo to your left thigh. And then lift the right heel, dedo, planta talón, lift it up. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up, 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 up. And exhale, let's go right back down, 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 down. Setting the foot down. Inhale, hands here to your muslos. La columna, arriba, cabeza arriba. Exhale, abajo, arriba, arriba. Y ahora abajo, arriba, arriba. Ahora abajo, arriba, arriba. Good. Now walk your fingertips down to your shin bones. Begin by just pushing hands to shins for a moment so you can go derecha, izquierda. Then take your right arm to the side and back in. Left arm to the side and in. Good. And then 2 arms out, lifting your head and chest. You feel that deep connection into your center. Good. And then exhale, take your fingertips down, doblando la cabeza, lowering the head. Derecha, izquierda. Good. Inhale, coming all the way up. Walk your right hand out. Left arm atrás. Good. Hold on to that deep connection through your left side. And then your right arm back, your left arm out. Tuck in. Feel the strength. Good. Afuera. Otro lado. Good. And you can look towards your shoulder of that arm that's up. And then once you feel yourself in a pretty good down dog, push the weight of the body back, lift the tailbone, arriba. Y mira en cada axilas. You're going to look in each of your armpits, mirando. Now I'm going to take my right leg, lift, exhale. Yo pongo el pie behind my hand. And then take my right hand to my sits bone. Exhale, bring myself up. Warrior 1, stretch into your right heel. Into your left heel también. Then you take opposite elbow to your muslo. So when you come down, don't let the upper body collapse, but reach, resist, lift. Then this hand can slide down. You can take your top arm over the ear, and then the twist happens through the ribs. So you can look up at that head, And then we're going to take 2 hands to the ankle for a moment. Dos manos hacia tu tobillo. And then right arm back, atrás, atrás, atrás. Good. So you've twisted with 2 long legs. Muy bien. Now your right arm afuera. Dos brazos afuera. So then from here, go ahead, let the back knee bend for a moment. Estirando. Stretching in. And then I'm going to reach my hips back. Lift my left back leg. Good. So then you can try one arm up. And then the other arm. Arriba, arriba. Good. And then quizás dos brazos, maybe 2 arms. And then up, 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 up. Step down. And then we're on the other side. So we're going to, más o menos, encontramos estos ejercicios en el otro lado. So we're going to try those on the other side. So empezamos aquí, brazos en el aire. And your tailbone's moving down the belly in. And then from here, let's go ahead, begin by putting your manos in your muslo izquierdo. Lift the right heel, ball toe. Let the foot come up. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brazos en el aire, lift and exhale. Back down. Move the foot back down. Good. 2 hands to the thighs for a moment. Lift your head and over. Lift your head. So just cat-cow a little bit. Waking back up. Inhale. Now take your 2 arms en el aire. Tailbone down, belly button in. Vamos a intentarlo. Otro lado. Take your 2 hands to the right thigh. Lift your left. El pie, el talón izquierdo. Lift it up. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Estirando afuera, lifting your body arriba, arriba. And then bajando otra vez. Coming down, down, down. Setting that foot down, cat-cow. Good. So cat-cow. Now reach the arms out. So they come back behind you. Arms pull in, cat. Cat, now reach the arms to the side. Good. Muy bien. Now round in the spine. Reach the right arm forward, left arm back. Round in the spine. Brazo izquierdo adelante, brazo derecho atrás. Good. Back. And now 2 arms out and feel that deep connection into your belly. Manos aquí into pantorrillas. So now you're going to take your hands to the shins, stretch your garganta arriba, stretch your throat up. And then bajando. Estirando arriba, arriba, stretch up, 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 up. Y abajo. Stretch up, 2 arms atrás. Good. Y adentro. Stretch out, 2 arms to the side. Get the head above the tail. This is really to strengthen your low back, everybody. So the more you get the head up, you're using those back muscles. Por la cabeza, you're using the head to strengthen the back. Good. Inhale. And then estiramos afuera. Take your right arm out, your left arm adelante. Inhale. Hands back to the shins. Exhale. Estira, estira. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, lowering your head. And we're going to look all the way up. Left arm afuera. Right arm atrás. Now look up at those thumbs. Good. Inhale. Right arm un poco más afuera. Left arm atrás. And then look at your thumbs. Try to keep the hips even. And then estira mirando atrás. Good. Left arm afuera. Right arm arriba. Good. Looking up. Beautiful. So now quizás las dos manos juntos. And then from here, we are going to lift your pierna izquierda. Right? Doblamos la rodilla. Colocamos el pie detrás de la mano. Push through the back heel. Empujamos por el talón atrás. Subiendo otra vez. Lifting up once again. Push through your back heel. Lift the back thigh arriba. Muy bien. Estira los dedos juntos. Meñiques, índice, segundos, medios, pulgares. Good. So now we're going to take opposite elbow. And again, instead of collapse, reach your head up. Alcanzamos la cabeza arriba. Alcanzando your coccyx atrás. Good. So now from here, take your brazo arriba and your gaze comes up. This is through the obliques, los obliques. Good. Are holding you up. Muy bien. Now this hand comes down. Let's take two hands. Estirando. Adelante. So stretching forward. And now we're going to take your brazo izquierdo atrás. So take the arm back. Lengthen the spine. Abrimos el pecho. Good. And then this arm can come up. Muy bien. Brazo abajo. Doblando la rodilla. Bend your knee. Take your two arms adelante. So más adelante del pie. So more beyond the foot. Más allá. Now bend the back knee. And I want you to stretch your chin up. Alcanzando el mentón arriba. Good. Exhale. Push. And then from here, if you like, lift that back leg. So get the heel to the same plane as your isquion, and then you can practice lifting an arm. Good. Practice. Empezando. Otro brazo. Good. And then from here, one more big lift, getting that weight in the left foot. Seeing if you can find yourself coming into adelante standing. Good. And then from here, everybody just roll the shoulders. Good. Right and left. Reach one arm out, the opposite arm out. Good. Bend a knee. Bend a knee. Good. So just feeling that connection. Good. So now I'm going to take two arms in the air. Keep my facing this way. Inhale. Tailbone down. Abdominales adentro. Hombros bajando. And then exhale. Hands here. Right underneath your hombros, your shoulders. Let's step back right. Step back left. Now lower the knees. Get the head above your tailbone and scoop the belly up. So you're really apoyado. Now we're going to pull the elbows back and try to keep that connection as you move to the floor. Inspirar arriba. Expirar. Lift your pelvis here. So now la pierna derecha, your right leg goes up. Doblamos la rodilla. Open. And then exhale. Right hand or right foot, pie derecho detrás de la mano. Open the back toes to face the long edge of the mat. Left hand to your caderas, so your right hip. And I want you to feel that the bones of the hip are balanced while you bend the knees, stretch out. So these are even here. You can feel that with your hand. Good. Exhale. Try that. Slide and reach. Otra dirección. Good. Now dos brazos afuera. And then we're going to begin just deep in that bend. Hand here to your ankle. Brazo sobre tu cabeza. Sobre la oreja. Good. And then exhale. Estira atrás. Stretch back. Your hips move adelante. La cabeza atrás. Good. Brazo en el aire. Muy bien. And now from here, let's go ahead. Take your top hand to the hip. Pasamos adelante. So you're going to take that foot forward. And then your thumb out. Line up your pulgar con tu dedito chiquito. Push into your right heel to lift the left leg. And then we're going to really split center there with your two legs. Muy bien. And so now you can set that leg down if you want. Push through the foot and take a big step to the other side of your mat. And let's try this otro lado. Inhale. Pulgares en el aire. So take the thumbs up and tailbone down. Abrimos el pecho y bajamos. And you'll lower. So now from here, inhale, look up. And then exhale, bend the two knees, step back left, step back right. Good. Lower the right knee, lower the left knee. Abriendo el pecho, so you're going to open the chest as you come down. Slowly. Open as you lift. Good. So you feel that connection all the way through. Empujamos the coccyx en el aire. Now the left leg afuera. So it lifts, doblamos la rodilla, abrimos. So you get a real stretch, alcanzando. Muy bien. And now let's activate the muscles in your supporting leg by reach the heel away and pull that femur bone back in your hip socket so that it's really active. Ponemos el pie detrás de la mano, so put the left foot behind the hand, and here we are, arriba. So now slide, actually let's go this way. Slide your mano across your cintura. Inhale up. Slide the mano so you can really feel qué está pasando con la cadera. Good. Y arriba. So now we're going to take this hand to the inner leg. And you're going to reach your ribs, the bottom ribs, reach out over the thigh, sobre el muslo, mientras estamos estirando el brazo en el aire. Más arriba. Good. Okay, y ahora, mano aquí en la cadera, estiramos otra vez. Stretching once again. La pierna izquierda y encontramos Trikonasana. So now, good, and we'll check where your tailbone and your head went. La cabeza se mueve atrás y el coccyx adelante. Good, and you want to feel that deep connection in la espalda. Feel where your latissimus connects. Muy bien. Doblando la rodilla atrás, pasando adelante. Take your thumb out. One foot. Otro pie en el aire. So we're going to work to find that deep connection entre el talón y el isquion izquierdo. So you're trying to find that deep connection between your left heel and sitting bone. And then once you're there, find that connection between your right heel and sitting bone. Entre el talón y el isquion. Good. And then the rest of the body is floating out from estas conexiones bastante profundas. Bajando el pie. Good. And then exhale. Arriba. So we'll turn in. Bring your manos firm un ratito detrás de la cabeza. Abriendo pecho. Good. And then exhale. Find this reaching out towards the floor. Your elbows can rest. And then you're going to take your chin, your mentón, sobre cada hombro. Good. And from here, we'll estira por los pies otra vez. Stretch the feet again. Manos aquí detrás. And then vamos a intentarlo otro lado. Let the palms come out. Good. A big stretch. Good. And then exhale, coming up just one more time. Let's hop the feet in. Good. Hop the feet out. Saltando adentro. Saltando atrás. Saltando adentro. Saltando atrás. Adentro. Atrás. Dos más. Adentro. Atrás. Adentro. Atrás. Muy bien. Why don't you find your manta? And we'll put it in the middle of your mat. So putting your blanket. And then I'm going to let my left side face in. And I'm going to come back out over my manta. So take your brazos en el aire. And then let your fingertips reach out. And then vamos a andar. Good. And then let the knees come down. And then let the hips reach in. And then exhale, come into the floor. So your 10 toes. So just go right and left, derecha, izquierda con los pies. Now push the 10 toes into the floor. Feel what muscles you have to use to do that. Pull the heels in line with the toes. Good. And then pull your shoulder blades onto the back. So when I lift my arms, I want to feel the latissimus muscles on either side. Now I'm going to take my left arm, stretch out, pull it, right arm stretches out, and then turn your go afuera, adentro, fuera, adentro, fuera, adentro, afuera, adentro. Good, now I'm going to take my left arm back, just lift it a couple of times. Good. Y adentro, now I'm going to take my right arm back, lift it a couple times. Okay, now I'm going to take my palmas en el piso and my cabeza arriba. So when my head comes up, now go straight to your belly and your tailbone. Pull the tailbone towards the heels, pull your abdominales adentro. Good, and then your arms come up. Giramos hacia la derecha, turn to the right. Por el centro, giramos hacia la izquierda y adentro. Good, take your two arms out. So they're back behind you. Gira hacia la derecha. So when you turn, your hip bones stay down. And giramos hacia la izquierda. Good, so now take your right arm out. Giramos hacia la izquierda. Back to the center. Take your left arm out and then turn to the right. Good, so you feel that long connection. Inhale, two arms back for a moment. Hands to the low back, rest the head. Doblamos la rodilla izquierda y la rodilla derecha. So I want you to keep your hands on the tailbone, keep the shoulder blades on the back. Doblamos, estiramos cada rodilla. Good, so now with your left leg bent, hold, raise the right leg 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bajando la rodilla, cambiando la posición. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale. Take your two legs out. Interlace the fingers. Estiramos la cabeza arriba. Lift your head up. 3, 2, 1. Place the hands on the low back. Bend the two knees. Tailbone down, belly button in. And just breathe. Good. Reach your two legs out. Estiramos afuera. Lift your head. Now breathe. Now your legs. Arriba. Breathe. Ahora bend the knees. So bend the knees. See if they connect. Hands to ankles. If not, no te preocupes. You can lift a little higher. Lo haces. Si no, no pasa nada. Good. Now extend brazos y piernas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm comes underneath you. And then we're going to roll onto that side. Lift la pierna encima, arriba. So lift the leg and then again draw that line from the cadera hacia otra cadera. Good. And then from here, see about reaching your hand and foot together, Anatanasana. Good, and then from here, placing the foot here on your muslo. And then take your two arms up, see if you can lift the bottom leg. Good, and then the top leg stretches out. So you've got two legs lifted. As you push the hands down. Good, take the top arm under the shoulder. Roll and lift into a little forearm plank. So again, remember, head is above the tail, tailbone's reaching towards the heels, belly is connected and in. let's turn. So now you've got a forward plank on your side, an arm. You can choose to stay down or lift the top leg. Good. Take the top leg down, pull in, reaching back. So a little stretch, stretch, stretch. Let the cabeza come down. Let your head come down. Arms move back. Muy bien. Y arriba. And then we're just going to turn it around. Y hacemos todo esto otro lado. So you'll come onto your side. Otro lado. And we're going to let your head just rest for a moment. Take the top leg up. Arriba. And you can put a hand here on the thigh so you really, again, connect the latissimus muscles, the back muscles, through that resistencia. Good. And then begin to turn the toes out, tocando manos aquí. Good. Anatanasana, can you pull the bottom ribs up and push the bottom foot down? Good. Estirando afuera, afuera. So now pull that bottom leg arriba, arriba. Good. While you're pulling that leg up. Oh, I forgot. Let's try a little tree pose. And really feel yourself actively push down with the hands to help you lift that leg. Pull the rib cage in. Muy bien. Now stretching out. Good. Now the top arm pulls down. We're going to roll onto it. Try this. Press the palms, the backs of the hands into the floor. Scoop the belly up and then lift. So now you're really connected to your abdominale. And then you can pivot here onto this side. Stay in this position. Or if you like, try lifting the top leg. Good. That leg can come down. Arm can come down. Dos knees adentro. Let the head rest in the floor for a moment. And you can walk the knees back and stretch. Estira la columna. Right hand. Left hand, let's pull in for a moment. Bring your hands to the espalda baja. Take your hands to the low back. So leave your hands here, opening the chest. Or if it feels nice, hands to cada talón. So a pose like Ustrasana coming out of that feels especially good when you have like irritation in the throat like I have right now, because you're really making all that tissue stretch and move, which kind of helps release the irritants. So now I'm going to move my blanket out un poquito. And then yo pongo mis brazos, mis antebrazos aquí, so placing your hands down. Dedos entrelazados. So you'll interlace the fingers. And from here, let the head come down. Again, you don't have to do a headstand if that's not what you want, but if you want to practice it, cabeza abajo, taking the head down, feeling your glándula pituitaria, and then dos piernas en el aire. So yeah, when you're here, you're actually doing some stimulating for your pituitary gland, for your endocrine system. You're moving things along. It's not a vascular system. It doesn't have a pump. So it's only moved through movement, through la respiración. I've got one leg up. I'm going to bring that down. Estoy explorando, I'm exploring. So now I'm going to find that energetic opposition, reaching my opposite leg up y abajo. Now I'm going to try dos piernas. So taking my knees over my hips and then my heels sobre mis isquiones. Gonna give that connection. Dos or tres respiraciones. And then ahora yo bajo. I come down. And then I'm gonna let my weight move back into my feet. Opposite elbow. Codo apuesto. Muy bien, yo miro arriba. Looking up, now I'm going to take my two hands to the side of my mat. Oh, that just feels good. And then let my hips come down. So let me see how much time we have. No mucho. So let's just feel a couple movements to connect our abdominals, and then we'll do a couple of other inversions. So reach your arms back. I can't say this enough. A lot of times, instead of engaging the muscles in the back, we collapse. And then the head and the thoracic spine, which are both big and heavy, are just counterbalancing each other here. So there's no muscle. So I've got to reach my head up and pull my thoracic spine in to connect, para conectar estos músculos. Okay, reach your fingers back behind you. Now get your pulgar and your meñique to touch. Just tap them to each other. Now your índice and your pulgar. So now your index finger and your thumb. Now your segundo. Now your medio and meñique otra vez. So building those connections. And then from here, once again, stretch the wrist back towards the body. Muy bien. Desde aquí arriba, two hands to your left thigh, right leg up. And then from here, just feel that connection in the upper back as you raise up. Good. Now you can take the arms out and from the belly, lightly pulse. 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, set that leg. Abajo, abajo, muy abajo. Move your head forward. Stretch your low back thoracic spine in. Good. Desde aquí arriba otra vez. So now push your hands into your muslo derecho. Bajando, bajando, lift the left leg. And then brazos en el aire. Hold that for a couple of breaths. Good. Brazos afuera. And then from your belly, pulse 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Bajando la pierna, lowering the leg once again. Coming all the way up. Estiramos afuera. So now I'm really going to think about moving my spine in from the base of my spine. Y desde aquí, yo me siento arriba. I'm going to sit up, fold in at the elbow so my palms come up. Take my right leg and lift. Take my left leg and lift so your inner thighs are facing up. Press the heels into each other. Good. Now reach your right arm and left leg away from the body. 3, y 2, y 1. And back to the center. Left arm, right leg afuera, keeping your weight even in the sits bones. 3, y 2, y 1. Good. Take a big breath. Stretch it all the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Talones, plantas, dedos connecting. So now I'm going to reach my palms out, stretch out over my legs. Estirando mi cadera. So now in this, to really fully relax here, I'm just letting my head go. And I'm thinking more about stretching my hips, my tensor fascia lata, than I am about the position of my spine. I'm letting my spine be like a little bebecita. It's totally relaxed. So now empujando arriba otra vez. Let's go ahead. Extend your two legs out. Extend your fingertips towards your toes. Y vamos a bajar hacia el tapete. So we're going to come all the way down, bajando, bajando. Brazos aquí en tu lado. Good. So now left arm, right leg arriba y abajo. Now really feel what it is to push them down. Good. Press the arm bones down. Y pierna derecha y izquierda arriba. Bueno, pierna izquierda con el brazo derecho. Now really feel what it is to push them down. Now together, push your dos brazos abajo to lift the legs. And now your brazos arriba para poner los muslos aquí. To put your thighs over your face. Push the arm bones down again. Manos aquí en la cadera. And then your hands to your cadera. And then piernas arriba. Thighs up. So I want you to feel, can you take your tailbone towards the heels? And then the heels back over the sits bones. Good, so just breathe here. Good, so it's trying to feel like pressure on your neck. And then if you like, you could try taking your feet down
And your manos, just bring them to the rib cage. Now perhaps you want to take the legs up again. Good. And then from here, I'm going to just lower my arms and slowly find that control para bajar mi pelvis otra vez. Good. So now from here, doblando las rodillas. Good. And your chin over one shoulder, your chin over the other shoulder. And from here, I'm going to take my feet to the floor and push my feet and palmas down to lift my hips. Feel the even lift, equilibrada. And then exhale, release, allow that to come down. And from here, I'll bring my palms under my hombros and push my feet into the floor. And exhale, lift the pelvis up. Good, and then from there, lift, lift, lift. And then exhale, allow that to come down. Allow my pelvis to come down. Rest for a moment, and then from here, just rock your hips lado y lado. And then piernas afuera, take the legs out. Y damos 5 respiraciones profundas. And then I'm just gonna stretch over to my side. My palmas juntas. Nos sentamos arriba, manos juntas. Amigos, amigas, todo el mundo, tu práctica es un regalo. Your practice is a gift. Muchísimas gracias. Disfruta tu día. Namaste.